Right, welcome back. Last time, we finally took out Dorkadir and unified all of Anatolia. So, that also means that the entire Levantine Sea node, I own all provinces for. So, now I've got a I've basically controlled trade here. Practically all the money's going to the Aegean Sea, which is great. I also conquered most of the Sinai state. I did leave one province out, but I'm kind of focused on trying to get, well, Lower Egypt and the Nile Delta and all that. Well, and, yeah, Lower Egypt, Middle Egypt states. I also conquered Rome off the Papal States. It's gonna take a while to integrate that, but Rome is finally Roman again. It only took several centuries. I'm also pretty close to a new idea group, as well as the creation of the Academia Institution, which I will get. It's next to impossible for me not to get this level of advancement. Global trade, well, Spain has managed to complete the requirements for it, so... and they've also embraced it. So they and their neighbors are slowly getting it. Or at least nearby neighbors. They hate me enough to, well, not have anything come along, for sure. Also got a new ruler. So, hopefully she generates an heir soon. And I also got a lucky event that reduces aristocrat influence by a lot. So I should be able to move to dispassionate peasantry, which will raise base welfare and minimum peasant freedom, and makes the nobility have less power when it comes to expropriating peasant money. I've also been working on getting my armies and navy ready for when artillery becomes especially powerful. In, well, soonish. The next tech level will give it another half a fire to 1.7, which makes it, well, competitive, rather than just for sieging. In order to really make it powerful, though, we're gonna have to wait until 1660. That's when it gets another 2 fire, which more than doubles their fire value, and gives them more fire than cavalry have shock. So they become masters of the battlefield, basically. Yep. I've also, as one last little thing, began working on building capital infrastructure again because it actually decayed down to rank 0. But I'm bringing it up to 2 before thinking about maybe bringing it up even further, because that will further weaken the power of the aristocracy, which will make it easier for me to pass reforms because of all the reduced autonomy. Of course, that also means I need to pay for more bureaucrats, but meh. I've got so much money it doesn't matter. Gotta ensure the country modernizes after all. Yeah, quite literally I only need 3/4 of my income to pay all of my expenses. I'm getting 80 ducats a month. I am not giving you mill access. No. Right, now is, well, first time to grab tech, because that doing reforms causes a reduction in the amount of power I can spend. That makes costs higher. Do I have enough points? Oh, okay, just enough admin points. Oh, okay. Royal absolutism. Stability cost interval -1%. Fractional banking. Client states and advanced casus belli. Client states are kind of broken and limited. I don't know if they've ever fixed it, because the first time I tried it, it broke so bad that decided never to try it again, at least not for a long while. I'm still probably not going to do it anyway. Trade efficiency plus 2% enables a bunch of ship types. Specifically the frigate-built ship. Swivel cannons! Military tactics plus 0.25, artillery fire plus 0.5, enables leather guns and the Star Fort. So a bit of fire defense and shock defense. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, okay. That's right, I wanted to do this. How much loyalty do you have in actual? 70. Okay. So in theory, no, it's gonna cost 40 loyalty each. So let's just do one reform. Keep it simple, keep it safe. Lose 10 legitimacy and 2 stability. Jeez. And the effects will only expire 1647, 8th of July. I thought I accepted mouse recall. No, I looked at it, never actually clicked the button, did I? There we go. Okay. Right, and stuff expires on the 18th. Oh. Oh, you're terrible. 320? I mean, your claim's good, but... Okay, so the 18th. Right. Arrange a strategic marriage. I probably should not disown an unpopular relative. Well, nothing requires a low aristocratic influence, so... Promoting their influence will help, and continuing to keep it up will actually raise loyalty more and more. Huh. Huh, okay. Fed up with the harsh taxation policies of autocracy, Zoe II and her tyrannical rule and licentious lifestyle, the population of Naples has risen up in large numbers under a highly charismatic but illiterate fisherman called Masaniello. He was previously only known for his exploits in evading the taxman. Such is the unpopularity of the autocratera, the revolt has spread to much of the countryside, threatening to overwhelm our armies with their sheer numbers. I feel like this applies more to the kingdom of Napoli than it does to me. It's going to cost me some stability, but... I think Bulgaria might actually handle that. Just in case they don't, I'm going to be sending my ships over to here. I think this is a good point to stop. Once I've done the yearly politics, of course. Yeah, 18th of January. There we go, okay. What's weird is that the loyalty keeps going between two numbers, a lower number and a higher number. Thing is, if I keep repeatedly going here, it seems to show the higher number every time, so I assume that's the actual correct number. But I have no way of really telling. Right. Arrange a strategic marriage. Overlook tenant abuse because peasant freedom is at its minimum anyway, so it doesn't really do much. You, possessions, ancient liberties. Okay, I managed to get back to max stability. Excellent. still gonna get Ancon and Separatists. But oh well. Wait. Okay, they're probably not gonna spawn on this province, but I probably should move away. Just to be certain. Yeah, so I didn't really do all that much in war. It's mainly just internal politics and letting truces decay. Or, well, used to. Fighting rebels, etc., trying to make sure everything's doing well, and conversion of provinces. I don't think anything's fully converted yet that I've been working on, but these things take time anyway. No cultural conversion yet. Yeah. I did get the Imperialism Casus Belli after teching up. I'm also pretty low on admin points, but I'm still continuing to collect Diplo points specifically, as I do plan on grabbing culture ideas next. After that, it's probably going to be professional army ideas. No reason not to grab this. A sword and a gun, you say? Preposterous. Yeah, artillery has now become enough of a force on the battlefield that I'm using them. I've also been continuously getting new provinces via the expedition system, so I've got a little bit of southern Persia and quite a bit of coastline of the Arabian Peninsula. Expedition system has, for the most part, since then, avoided the Somali provinces. Well, I say Somali. Yeah, okay, mostly Somali, but... I mean, it's a Somali culture group, and they have a literal Somali culture within that group. So it's really Somali and co. I've also been slowly working on building this province up through targeted investment, and getting residents to move in here so that it's easier for the burghers to, well, produce a lot of trade power. But it's very slow going. Very, very slow going. So I'm not really paying all that much attention to it. Oh well. I've also started, decided to expand upon this priority by building up the capital to level 5. It cost at least 6,000 ducats. At least that's what it told me. I don't know how many ducats it actually managed to burn, because I don't know what I had previously, because I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. Jeez, yep. Poland's basically dead now. Galicia, Kiev, and Austria have been just eating away at it. Prussia has one province. Lithuania is now independent, but they still decided to ally Poland. Yet Kiev has a coalition against them. Yeah, they're way too big for me to vassalize at the moment. My only hope is for them to... well, for me to get lucky and end up with a personal union on them, just like I somehow managed with Bulgaria. I'm pretty much just sitting here waiting for Bulgaria to fabricate more claims. They've managed one claim here and one claim here. They haven't picked anything else up. Yeah, and I can't exactly transfer claims. I know I used to be able to do that in the past, but it seems that's not available to me for some reason. I mean, I could transfer land, of course. But not anything else, unless there's something within the province of directions. No. 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 I need to stop hitting the dynastic button. No. Okay. Economy actions. Nope. Favors. Nope. Alliance. Nope. Okay, so there's no diplomatic options to actually do that. Yeah, that's just great. I haven't gotten any merchants, but it is interesting to see just how much wealth I've managed to collect inside the Aegean Sea. Especially with the stranglehold of trade I've managed to obtain on several nodes, especially the ones where I don't actually have that much presence in the first place. I don't have a single province in Western Siberia or anywhere close, and yet I hold 80% of the trade power because no one else actually bothers to send a merchant here. So I can just say, okay, can we have most of the trade move somewhere else? Thank you very much. And of course I have most of the control over the Volga node. So most of that trade goes to the Crimean Sea. Well, the Black Sea. And most of that trade goes to the Aegean Sea. Of course, there's also a heck of a lot of power elsewhere. That mainly has to do with the fact that a lot of countries are sending in light ships to protect trade. Because all that sweet, sweet money means it doesn't take much trade power to get a lot of value out of here. Oh well. I think I've gone through everything. I did go to dispassionate peasantry, which means that there's now 35 minimum peasant freedom, and I figured most of my country is on that level. I am unable to free the peasantry though, simply because I just don't have enough executive authority. Thankfully, I don't need a lower aristocratic influence, so from this point on, I do not care about aristocratic influence. And yeah, simply put, I don't need to give them that many concessions. Outside of for major reforms, which I do plan on continuing, especially this. Moving to bureaucratic administration will continue to improve the efficiency of my army. And I've got all the requirements for it. The only reason why I didn't do it is because it takes admin points, and yeah, I was out of admin points. Although rank 6 requires 4 military ideas, but by the time, yeah, I'll get to that last military idea group, the late 1600s, 1690, yeah. After that, it's probably going to be another admin idea group. Not sure what. It's not going to be global domain, and it's not going to be agrarian ideas, though. Probably not, anyway. Yeah. All the truces are up. And I've got the imperialism cast spelling now, so that's going to be interesting to use. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye. I wish a button to save the game wouldn't take so long.